fuel up, take off. You're coming too. Join us as we grow from a building channel to a sailing channel.
One day we'll be floating in the tropics, and I'll be drinking a margarita.
Our heading is set south, and our home-built boat is getting us there. Can't wait to show you guys. We're Salt and Tar, and this is our life. We're happy to share, and thanks for watching. A final prevision and last check of the weather, the wind, rain, and swell models before our overnight hop to Bahia San Quintin. It's about 115 nautical miles from Ensenada, and with a few more days paid at the dock, but not another weather window in sight, we're good with our decision to leave. Rediviva tugged at her reins and earned some more character at the Sergi Marina. We warmed up the motor, ditched our last bag of garbage, and returned our dock key. A few dishes to do, but I think I'll do that when we're waiting for the dock attendant. We're gonna get diesel and then we'll be off. We've got, I think, a little less than half a tank in our 40-gallon tank, the onboard tank, and then we have 3 jury jugs that someone was kind enough to give to us in San Diego. I guess they didn't need them, so now we've got an extra, I think they're 5 gallons, so an extra 15, which is awesome. And then we have another, we had one already, so that's another 20 gallons, so that's another half tank for us. The weather looks pretty nice, pretty light. Our only concern really is that there's a decent sized system coming down on Sunday, so we've got about 30 plus ish hours to get to San Quintin before that starts to pick up. But there's another one coming in on Thursday, so we're just gonna go. How's it look from up there?
It's alright. It's a little bit of a swell running, but forecast shows the little swell that's running right now to just die off over the next couple days. And then it looks like this big swell on Sunday is a little bit later, which is nice.
Fairways here in the marina are pretty tight. The plan is to kind of angle ourselves, and thankfully that slip back there is open, so then we should be able to pivot with our sprit and everything and not hit our neighbor's lovely dinghy there.
All right, here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Give her a little reverse.
Still got a ton of space behind us. inches maybe.
See you out there one day.
Adding insult to injury, not only was Garrett recovering from his back going out, but he also caught a cold. So we had to work together and switch roles to make this passage happen. Rediviva is a very physical boat to operate, and I still have much to learn.
What was the name of that boat? Do you remember?
Norwegian Jewel.
Norwegian Jewel, yeah, that's it. That helicopter just landed on that boat.
Alright, raise the stage boss.
Up to be a really pretty day. All the kind of clouds and stuff have lifted pretty nicely. Got pretty much a clear horizon over there. Crack off a couple more degrees and hopefully I can roll out the Yankee. It's a bummer because yet again we found ourselves in a similar situation where we're coming up towards the end of the time on the dock. We could buy more days at the dock, but I mean honestly that marina it's very nice, but it's very expensive. I don't even want to tell you how much it is per day because it's kind of embarrassing. But you know, we went there with the intention of just staying a couple days, and then
You know, they help you with your check-in process, and it was a treat to ourselves because it's connected to the resort. And we're like, you know what, we're gonna celebrate going to Mexico. We can go in the hot tub and, you know, the nice bar and stuff, and then stay a couple days and then leave. Then my back goes out, so we're stuck there. So we had to, fortunately it's a lot cheaper if you pay for a month. So we paid for a month, but then if you go back to the daily rate, it's ridiculous. So we found ourselves in another situation where our time at the dock was coming to an end, and the weather is like crap mixed with crap, with like a day here and there that is not crap, and we have to make 115 or so nautical miles before sundown tomorrow. And also we have to make it that far to get to the first anchorage that gives us enough protection from the big northerly gale that's bringing a big swell. And we have to be able to tuck in up into San Quintin to have a good place to ride it out. So we can't let our speed, and this is the only weather window we have. We have to maintain a minimum of 4 knots. We can't drop under 4 knots. So we have to run the motor until the wind picks up enough to maintain over 4 knots. Luckily, the forecast looks like there should be some wind, but it looked like it wasn't going to pick up till the afternoon. But it is slowly filling in. So we'll see how it goes. But until we get at least like, I don't know, 10, 12 knots of wind, then we won't be able to cut the motor off. Eventually we'll get to a situation where we won't have to make such long hops, and there won't be these northerly winter gales rolling down the coast like every 3 days, and then we'll be able to lackadaisically sail from anchorage to anchorage.
One of these days. But your back is feeling better?
Yeah, it was a little sore this morning because I overdid it yesterday. It's feeling pretty good now. The sickness feels a little worse today because I overdid it yesterday for sure.
Yeah.
Because yesterday was like the first day I was feeling good, and then we just did all of our boat stuff and just running around and pushing pretty hard.
Do you need help? Do you want the bucket?
Need the bucket? Okay. Well. It's a clean hook. He's still alive. He's got a lot of life left in him. We've got a full boat of food, so I'm gonna let this guy go.
Oh man, he's stunning.
Okay, I want to get it back in. Damn it. Sometimes I really love fishing and I really love eating fish, but sometimes I see a fish and it's just such a beautiful animal, I just can't bring myself to kill it.
Oh, it's just getting prettier and prettier today. Kind of a cool feeling too, just knowing that we're kind of settling in for the evening.
Yeah.
The sun might rise in San Quintin. Still got 5 knots?
Yeah.
At some point during the night, the engine took back over. Just after 8 a.m., we were making our approach into San Quintin, and I was on watch. Garrett has not perfected sleeping while off watch. Around sunset, I felt the sickness grabbing a hold of me. But we still had like 18 hours to go, so Tylenol was my best friend. Unfortunately, this meant Garrett and I were now both sick, tired, and everything hurt.
Waypoint. It's 2 mountains.
Oh, it shows us on the satellite.
Yeah.
That's schmanticus. We're at 30 feet here. We're kind of bouncing between like 31 and 28. Yeah, I want to make sure we're at least in 30 feet of water with the swell coming.
San Quintin is a 5-mile wide open bay with good protection from the prevailing northwest conditions. But little did we know, a monster was brewing up north.
I'm gonna drop the main.
Okay.
Garrett was amazing and whipped up some chicken vegetable stew for us.
It feels so wonderful in here.
It's so quiet,
It is so peaceful.
so still and wonderful. As long as I don't move my head, I feel a little better.
I was on the decline, and Garrett's recovery stunted. We resolved to ride out the next 2 systems, but we had no idea the second would continue to grow and become the first of many cyclones. Up next,
Here's our current beast. No matter
what anybody says just sounds scary. Like cyclone already on its own is pretty scary, and then you put bomb in front of it. This shows in the middle there about 32.7 feet at 13.7 seconds. But we are down here, 17.2 at 15.5 seconds.
This thing, it's no joke. This is a very, very potentially dangerous situation that we're in.
God.
I don't know if you want to come out here.